Hi, I'm going to talk about getting good graphics for your presentations so that your presentations are actually memorable, but for good reasons rather than bad reasons. So let's go through some of the problems that people make, and then we'll see if we can correct those. One of the very common problems is people will use images which are very low quality. If you look at the file size of your image, it should be about a megabyte or more. Anything around 50 kilobytes is going to be really bad like this. These are probably very small images in terms of the size of the file. The resolution is awful and you can hardly make out the detail. If you see this in a room, which I did, I couldn't really tell what was going on because the graphic is poor. It's all washed out as well. Some people put tons of text on a slide and they put in a couple of graphics as well, like this one. This has much too much text. You would never show a slide. This is 2 bullet points with a document dropped in virtually, and then 2 very bad graphics at the bottom here which are lost. As I said, stretching images is common. People want to fill the slide. They get their image and they think, oh well, let me just pull this out and pull this out, and there, I've filled my slide, but it looks really clunky and very amateur. It's not even centered correctly on the slide. Using images which are too small is quite common. There are lots of graphs here. Good data, nice. I would have split this to more like 3 or 4 slides and just have a few graphs on each rather than try to get 10 or 12 graphs on one slide. Bigger is better. So the too many images theme is common. This is my very recent presentation. This is all jumbled up. There's no symmetry here in the slide. Design-wise, it's awful. There are way too many graphics. The quality of the images is not good. You've got some text stuck at the top right. This is just a very ugly, badly laid out slide, and the author hasn't really considered the audience at all. This is fine if you're sitting right in front of a screen, but if you're in a room trying to watch this presentation, especially at the back of the room, then it's a waste of time. So poor layout is quite common. This is another one from a very recent presentation I saw. There are 5 blue boxes there with a little bit of text in each. On the left, which is, the text is too small, there's a bad graphic. That's not a very nice graphic, but it's stuck there. It's a reasonable size at the top, and then there's lots of bulleted text, too many words, big sentences. This is just ugly, ugly. So although it's good to use images and slides, it's not good to use pointless images like these 3 cubes. They mean nothing. They don't add anything to what I'm saying. Try and avoid clip art. These are clip art. That little man and that elephant, they're clip art and they are not good. They look really amateur. Don't stretch the images. Resize them, yes. Fill the screen, yes. But do it proportionately. Don't stretch in one dimension like these ones. The top graphic is stretched and the 2 below are also stretched. It looks really amateur. But do make the pictures big. These graphics might be great. They might be showing something really interesting, but they're blurred, they're small, they're just poor quality, and they add nothing to this slide. This is a good one. Nice and big. If you're going to show something mechanistic, flow diagram, molecular diagram like this, make it large. Make it nice and big, fill the screen. You don't need many words. In fact, you don't need any words here. You can talk through this when you give the presentation. The molecule is there on the right, nice and large. This is a clinical picture. Fill the screen. This is a clinical picture of skin. Fill the screen. PDFs, and I'll talk in a second about getting the best image from a PDF. PDFs are great sources of imagery if you grab the image correctly and keep the resolution sharp. So in terms of sources of images, where can you get them? Well, there are lots of images around. You can get PDFs, which I'll discuss in a second. You can get stock images free of charge from Pexels, from Unsplash, and from Pixabay. They have thousands upon thousands of great quality images, very high resolution, that you can use in your presentations or documents. Adobe, of course, is great, but it charges for its stock imagery. So let's have a quick look at, first of all, Pexel. This is Pexels. Here you can search for anything. You can search for Car images, I grabbed one of these earlier, which I'll show you. Here's a nice one here that I do like that. That's fine. So you can just do the free download and off it goes to my download folder. So that's Pexels, and then we have Unsplash. Again, let's say we're doing a talk about cacti. Look for a picture and choose one you want. I actually chose this one earlier. I've got this one downloaded. You just simply click the download button. Let's say I wanted this one instead. Click the download button and it just downloads to the download folder. So once you have your image, you then go to the download folder and decide which image you want to use. This one is that's a nice cacti image. Take that. Would be lovely, nice, high resolution, but if I project that, it's going to look bad because I've got white borders down the side. I need to fill this screen. So I could stretch this by, or enlarge this by the corner handles. I can make it like this. Again, the corner handles only, never these center ones, only the corners, otherwise you'll get stretched image. I could do that. That looks fine. Or you could have cropped it and then enlarged it that way, but I think just pull it out and fill the screen. Likewise, the other picture here, I think I had a car image there. Somewhere there was a car picture. There we go, car picture, put it there, fine. Again, we've got white borders down the side. That doesn't look very good. So I think I'll just pull that out to there, and then I'll use the corner handle only and pull this down to here. And then when I show that, it will look like that, which is lovely. And then you can put your text, white text on here, and that will look great. Okay, so let's look at PDFs. Go through your PDF and then decide which pictures you want, and then you're going to crop these out. Let me show you what I've done. I have a PDF here, which I like. It's a short paper, and I like this graphic. Now, if I were to take this picture at this size and just take a screen grab of that thing, and then take it into PowerPoint. Let me just have a new slide. Let me take that into PowerPoint. What does that look like? It's too small, so let me use those here. Now let's see. Right, I'm using the corner handles only to enlarge that. Let's get nice and big. Okay. So can you see what that looks like? It's very pixelated. It does not look good. So let's go back to the PDF. So what I would recommend you do is make your image as large as you can, and then let's get that centered, then make it even bigger. Let's see, no, that's probably slightly too big. Down there like that. What's that like? Perfect. Now do a screen grab on either your Mac or PC like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is do one more slide here, and then I'll put the latest one here. And I don't even have three sizes, so let's go from that one, which is the when I grabbed it small, as opposed to when I grabbed it big. You can see the quality difference there. It's very dramatic. So make your images really big when you do the screen capture. This is just a picture I got of a car, and I put some text on there. You can move the text around to suit yourself wherever you want to. You know, you can move the text to wherever you think. And if the image, this one's actually in Keynote rather than PowerPoint. If you think the image is too distracting, you can bring the opacity down, of course. You can make it less obvious. And you could do black text here. That's 100% opacity. Okay, so that's it. So don't stretch your images. Do enlarge them, fill the screen, get good quality graphics. PDFs, make the image fill your entire screen before you do the screen grab, and use Pexels and Unsplash and other of the free sites for free stock imagery. So thank you for listening.